Hello, I'm trying to reach the Alderman.
Yeah, that would be Adela. Great. Hang on, I'll see if she's available.
Thank you.
Yes, could I help?
Yes, I'm looking for the Alderman, Adela Gray.
This is she.
How are you doing today? My name is Keith Olson. I run a nonprofit called Criminalize Racketeering Against Patients.
Criminalize what?
Racketeering Against Patients.
Yes,
Now, I have some concerns with a 5-acre sale that's going to be sanctioned this evening. I actually am a little upset. I drove from Brinkley, got about halfway there, and found out there's no public comments this evening.
This is agenda this afternoon, and we will not be doing any voting. We'll simply be looking at the project, and it will possibly be voted on next week.
Okay, that's great. And that was my understanding, but I would like to say that the homepage on your website does say we were allowed to speak, and I did come about 2 hours. I spoke to the clerk, and he explained the situation to me and what's going on, so I'm aware of what's going on. I'm a little upset that I drove 2 hours thinking I'd be able to speak today. With all that being said, I was hoping to be put on the agenda for next week, along with the Brian Fout purchase.
Sure. It'll be on the agenda next week. Sure will.
No,
Hope to see you there.
I would like to be placed on the agenda. I would like to have my nonprofit.
Okay, I'm not sure how that happens. I tell you what you can do is call the. Now you say you live in Brinkley,
Yeah.
but you own property in Fayeteville.
No.
Okay.
If I own property in Fayetteville, I wouldn't even have to come to this meeting. I could just file some files in federal court and file an injunction to stop this crime. What's happening there is illegal. Arkansas's greed has defied the federal government's wishes and plans to tax and regulate medical marijuana. The representatives in Arkansas did not legalize flower to be compassionate. They did that against the will of the DPA Drug Policy Alliance, the MPP Marijuana Policy Project, and the Department of Justice. What's happening there is illegal. Medical marijuana is Schedule II synthetic FDA-approved big pharmaceutical drugs, not good old boys homegrown. I really need the people in the clerk's office told me that I need to speak to an alderman to get placed on the agenda. I believe it's very important right now to educate your community. You guys are planning on putting a 5 acres for $75,000. Where I'm at in Michigan, in Flint, Michigan, hell on earth, war zone. Acres with a government license are going for $250,000 to $500,000. You guys are selling yourself short by about $2.5 million down there. I'm an expert in this medical marijuana industry, and I'm very upset that y'all are allowing and even contributing to RICO drug crimes, racketeering against us. I'm a North California, NorCal marijuana producer, and I would like to educate the community. So I believe that the city council, I believe that Brian Fout, I believe that quite a few people are pulling the wool over the eyes of the unsuspecting sheeple over there, and I want to know who's in on this, because I'm going to sue the hell out of everybody. So with all that being said, I'd like to be put on the agenda so I can educate the community, find some of the other like-minded people in the community. I don't believe that a majority of that community, if educated, lets this go through. And I believe that the city council and aldermen are actively taking a role in this. And actually, RICO conspiracy with Brian Fout. And by the federal guidelines, I can prove it. So I'm putting together grand jury indictments. I have the evidence collected. I have everything collected to put you guys all through federal court. I don't think it's fair that you guys are letting the community pay all the bills for a drug dealer. All the administrative costs, all the legal fees, all the security fees will be picked up by the public just the same as if this guy was the sheriff. So now you're going to spend all this community resources producing marijuana illegal under federal law when the Department of Justice and federal government has made it 100% obvious that they have no intention whatsoever of allowing y'all to do this long term. This is a temporary license.
I have to go. I have another appointment. You can call the city attorney, Kit Williams, and he will tell you what to do.
All right, I need an alderman to get on the agenda.
Hello, you have reached the phone of Adela and Gary Gray. If you would like to call Adela, you may reach her on her cell phone at 841-5266, Gary, 841-0700, 479 area code. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name's Keith Olson. You can't stop my message with your illegal drug conspiracy. What y'all are doing to the community is illegal under federal law. You're racketeering against patients. I'm not standing for it. I'm calling the aldermen today to see which one of y'all are contributing to this scumbag's plot and which one of y'all are protecting the community. I don't believe y'all have enough education and or intelligence to even enter into my industry. And if you think you're going to, I will spare no expense at destroying your shitty little town. So, I tried to call and do this nice. I tried to find some supporters to get put on the agenda. But I can see that Adela Gray, alderman, has been bought and paid for. How much dope money did you take? How much dope money did you launder? Y'all have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea in the Pandora's box that you are opening. I look forward to coming down to your shitty little town, shaking up your corrupt land deals this afternoon, and to be on the agenda next Tuesday. You all make me sick. Fourth Reich Nazis burn in hell, just like the Third Reich Nazis before them. That's karma. Alderman Adela Gray's cell phone.
call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 47984152666 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I encourage the leaders of Fayeteville to contact me at keithlolson@gmail.com. Educate yourselves immediately. Don't be a test case. Don't be like me. City council members are not above prison. I can show you dozens of city council members who have been sent to prison for doing exactly what you're doing. I also could show y'all many ways to fight these psychopath drug dealers in federal court and preserve the adjacent property values. The Megagrow will negatively affect everyone in this community. Installing a Megagrow in a rural community has the polar opposite effect of installing a prison. The municipality is going to be liable. Y'all got to pay for it all. Lawyers, security, licensing, all of it. Sanctioned by the criminal code. If you have a property near this site, you can file lawsuits and injunctions and stop this genocide, atrocity, dead in its tracks. Google Colorado medical marijuana property value lawsuit for details. City councils in Michigan are getting $500,000 an acre for wasteland near Flint, with their tax and regulate licenses attached, of course. Jacked by the jackboot police, sanctioned by the taxpayers' dollars. Y'all are selling out too cheap. Not to mention the liabilities, considerable liabilities. This is racketeering. The value of this commodity is backed by a jackbooted mafia. What y'all doing is wrong. It's criminal, and in the end, you will be liable. You will be sent to prison. We still hunt Nazis 70 years after World War II for the atrocities they've committed to their brothers. And I would like to say that I consider you all now Fourth Reich Nazis, but we have you all digitally recorded. Every move you make will be digitally recorded for eternity. Eternity, the same length of time people burn in hell, will be the same length of time that your future generations are shamed, outcasted, disgusted bastards. I will pray for y'all. Pray for y'all to pull your heads out of your butts before you end up in prison. I would also like to offer that y'all should turn the money back in. Y'all need to send them whatever they paid you, whoever paid you. The only chance you have to stay free is to contact the FBI. Give the money back. Kiss my butt. You guys are criminals.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your... Thank you. Your message has been sent.